So this is the only person I can find. This is a doctor talking. If you remember him, we reacted to him when the Warriors played the Grizzlies last year, and they were talking about like Ja Morant's potential knee injury, and they were saying that people broke the code, this and that.
Davis defeated Ryan Garcia after this vicious body shot caused a delayed reaction that dropped Garcia to the canvas, and he wasn't able to where that rib cage is going to be in Ryan Garcia, and that liver is sitting right behind that rib cage, right up against that area. What that means is whenever this shot comes in here from Davis, the impact is going to first be absorbed by Garcia's rib cage, but that force is going to be transmitted further into the body, and what's going to take the brunt of that force? The structures behind it within the abdomen. And in this case, with where this punch lands, it's square in the area of where all that impact is going to go into the liver. Now,
yeah, no, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Liver is like your shot, like hitting in your liver is like one of like the pressure points to just make you fall to the ground. Like, bro, that is no tough person is gonna be able to stand up after that. The fact that he was still going a little bit.
Reaction, and number two, because that delayed reaction is something that
because I believe if you get hit hard enough in your liver, it makes your whole body kind of like shocked, and you just like go to the ground, almost like you got tased.
Logically, you can't control. It's why we saw Garcia, as much as he wanted to get up, he truly wasn't able to get up off the canvas. Your body really
and he connected too with this hit right here.
Digital anatomy tool here, I've shown those organs that we're talking about. So of course here, this is going to be that right upper quadrant of the abdomen. You can see how the liver, big organ that sits right up underneath that rib cage. The diaphragm is going to be the muscle that helps control our breathing, and that's going to lay across the top of the liver. But whenever that punch comes in here from Davis, it's landing square on this lower portion of the rib cage and transmitting all of that energy through the ribs into the liver. What happens then is the liver is surrounded by this fibrous capsule that's innervated by part of our autonomic nervous system. Our autonomic nervous system is this pathway.
Oh, we in science class.
Are automatic. It's why it's called the autonomic nervous system.
My man teaching y'all more than the teachers y'all teach y'all this week.
Shock that's sent up to the body through the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is one of our cranial nerves, and it's called vagus because vagus means wandering. And this vagus nerve basically wanders and travels a kind of wide course throughout our body. It's involved in things like slowing down our heart rate, decreasing our blood pressure, and helping with more of the rest and digest phase, as opposed to the sympathetic nervous system is going to be more fight or flight. So whenever you have this surge, this activation of your vagus nerve, your blood pressure is going to drop, your heart rate is going to drop, you have this sinking, just really heavy, terrible feeling in the pit of your stomach because of how that nerve is spreading so far throughout the inside of the body. But because it's the nervous system that's being affected, it's automatic. There's nothing that you can do to quickly reverse it. Right after this happened, we actually saw Garcia take a few steps backwards, and the liver shot doesn't drop you right away. A liver shot's going to let you bounce up a little bit. You can
that's crazy, because what if Tank kept on going more aggressively and just was throwing like Hail Mary haymakers? Bro, he could have really got hurt.
He's ready to continue fighting. And then as all of those physiologic processes are starting to happen, because that signal has gone into the liver, transmitted up through our vagus nerve, and then we get this cascade of events where our blood pressure is going to drop. You get that nauseous feeling in your stomach. Your heart rate's going to slow down. That's all delayed in terms of how long it takes for those physiologic changes to be manifested with what you feel. So that's why there's this delayed response where then ultimately we see Garcia finally, it hits him. And when it hits him, there's nothing that he can do but drop down to the canvas because of all those effects on his body.
Wow.
It's delayed because of that time.
So I think that kind of sums it all up. Hey, man, shout out to Tank. He got that W. Garcia put up a fight, though.